Hi guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're watching my video for the first time, my name is Anisera. If you are a returning subscriber, thanks for always sticking on my videos. In this particular tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to sew a pencil skirt with an hip pad. Okay, if this is what you're interested in, please stay to the end and don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. So guys, here is the one we made, and this is the fitting on my client. You can see that she loved it. So if this is what you're interested in, let's get started. Now we'll be making use of our brown paper, our marker, scissors, tape rule, ruler. I have hair stay there. We're going to use it to cover up the hip pad. Alright, now I have this fiber. If you don't know what a fiber is, this is how a fiber looks like. I'm going to be making use of fiber instead of foam. And for the width is 1 inch wide. Now let's get started. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now I just used a paper tape to hold down my paper so it doesn't move here and there. Now you see this part here is going to be used as the starting point. Now just because the skirt is going to be having a 1.5 inches band, we have to deduct 1 inch. Can you see I removed 1 inch from the tape rule and I just came down to my hip line and I used 8.5 for my hip line because my client is tall. Go ahead and measure how high or how the length of your client's hip. Just from the waist, go down to our hip line and use that. Now I came down to the new line. Our new length is 23 inches. Now this is our main new length. We are still going to make some adjustment to that. The next thing to do is to use your ruler to connect those lines together. Remember I said we are going to make an adjustment on that new line. Now from the new line there, we're going to come up by 1.5 inches. This is because we don't want the new length to be too low. Okay, so after taking your client's new length measurement, go up by 1.5 inches and mark that out. I'll go ahead and label it my hip line and then my new line. Now the starting point there, we are going to take our waist measurement divided by 4 and impute it there. Now from that point there, we are going to take our 1 inch dart, add 1 inch for your dart allowance. And on the hip line, I'll take my hip measurement divided by 4 and I'll mark it there. Now to get our new circumference, whatever you have on your hip line, deduct 1 inch from that and place it there. If you have 10 on your hip line, remove 1 inch, that will be 9. So you are going to mark that 9 inches there. Now I'm going to connect the waistline to the hip line. And then from the hip line, I will connect it all the way down to the knee line. I first of all use dotted lines just so I can be accurate, and then I connected it later with my ruler. After connecting, you should have it looking like this. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to go to the side and I will add my sewing allowance. Remember, we've not added our sewing allowance. Now I'm going to add 1.5 from the waistline all the way down to the new length. Once you're done marking that out, you go ahead and connect the line together. And after connecting, if this is what you have, just know you're on the right track. Now I went on to label it my sewing allowance. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to take the dart. Now my nipple to nipple measurement is 7.5. 7.5 divided by 2 is 3.5.2. Then I'm going to add half inch to that. So just divide your nipple to nipple measurement by 2 and add half inch to that. From that point, I came down all the way to 4.5. That's going to be the length of my dart, and then I just connected it like so. After connecting that line, we are going to start creating our dart leg. From that measurement there, we are going to come out by half inch on both sides, and we are going to connect it with a ruler. Okay, remember that 1 inch we added for that. Now we are taking it there, half inch on both sides, and connect it to the length of your dart like this. Now this is just how to draft a basic skirt. Go ahead and cut it out following the lines that you've already drawn. Now after cutting it out, this is what I have. Now moving on to the back piece, I am going to place the front piece on top another pattern paper. Now from the center point, you can see that I'm starting from the center point of that front. Where that front ended, I just came out by 1.5 inches because this skirt is going to be having a zipper at the back. Please guys, do well to encourage me with your likes. Click on the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Now after connecting your zipper point, this is how it should look. The next thing I did was to cut it out. After cutting out the zipper point, you go ahead and cut out the sides following the same pattern of the front. It's that easy, okay? It's very easy. Just follow the steps and you get it right. Now once you're done cutting it, you should have it looking like this. As you can see, the back is wider than the front. Now we have to go ahead and contour the back properly because we don't want to have a zipper bulge, okay? Now from the upper part there, I came in by ½ inch. That's on the waistline. I came in by ½ inch and I just drew out the hip line, and then I'm going to connect that ½ inch all the way to my hip line. This is going to help us eliminate every zipper bulge. It's going to help your zipper relax perfectly well on your client. Now from the hip line, I'm going to come down by 5 inches. And on the new line there, I went in by ½ inch. This is to help the back contour properly. Depends on how fixed you want it to be at the back, but I came in by ½ inch. You can go in by 1 inch if you choose to, but I went in by ½ inch, so it's not going to be too tight. Now I connected that ½ inch to that 5 inches line there, but I actually noticed that the back had some kind of free look, okay? So now instead of connecting that ½ inch to the back, come down from your hip by 3 inches and connect that ½ inch to that 3 inches instead of 5 inches. I hope you guys understand. Now the next thing to do is to cut it out following the lines that you've already drawn. I hope you guys understood everything, every point. I hope you understood. If you don't understand, you can ask me in the comment section. Now I'm going to label that area my zipper line so that I just know that that is the zipper area. Now this is the Ankara I'm going to be using. Now I went on to fold my fabric into two. I made it wider than my pattern paper. You can see it's folded into two. Now I just placed my pattern paper on it, and you can see that my Ankara is longer. So I went on to mark or extend my hip line. Now on that hip line, I'm going to come out by 1 inch. Okay, alright. Now this 1 inch that we're coming out by is for the hip pad. I hope you understand. It's for the hip pad. Now you are going to connect that 1 inch all the way to your waistline. I hope you guys understand. That 1 inch I came out by is only for the hip, and it's because of the hip pad. You can go ahead and connect it come out by 0.2 if you like, but I came out by 1 inch. Now I'm going to connect that 1 inch all the way to my new length like so. Look at the way I'm doing mine and you'll get it right. After connecting it, this is what I have. Now you're going to measure whatever you have on that new line and extend it all the way down to the hem of your skirt. Now I just extended the length of my skirt to how long my client wants it, okay? I didn't make it that long on the pattern paper because I don't want to waste too much paper. I hope you guys understand. Just continue, extend your fabric to the length of your skirt. Now I'm taking that measurement for my new line all the way down to the hem, and after doing that I will connect it up with my ruler. Connecting everything together, this is what I have. Now let me just show you how I got the length of my skirt. Now you remember that this skirt is going to be having a 1.5 inches band, so I deducted 1 inch. You can see that 1 inch there, and then I just went all the way down to the length of my skirt. After marking the length of my skirt, which is 43.5, I added 1.5 inches extra, or you can add 2 inches. I added 2 inches extra, and then I just connected the lines, and I'm going to trim off the excess allowance there. It's that easy, okay? I hope you guys understand. After trimming the length of your skirt, we are going to cut out this pattern that we have already drawn, following the lines that you have marked on your fabric. Just follow the lines. So I cut from the hemline all the way. I followed it up to that hip. Cut out that shape that you've already drawn on your fabric. Cut it out. Just follow it and cut it out. Don't make mistakes. Now once that is done, I am going to transfer my dart to my fabric. Can you see I just held that area and I'm going to notch it. I'm also going to notch the center point of my skirt. After doing that, this is it. This is how it looks. Now I went on to fold another piece of fabric which is wider than the front piece, okay, because this is for the back. Now I'm going to place my front pattern on it. You can see that at that center point it's wider than my front. So now as you can see, I have placed my fabric, my front pattern, on top the back, and now I'm going to measure the excess allowance at the back for the zipper 2 inches wide. I know you'll be wondering that what we have marked out the back on a pattern paper. Don't worry, just follow this step. I'll come out by 1.5 inches from here, and now that's on the waistline. I came out by 1.5 just to eliminate the zipper bulge. On the hip line, I'll come out by 2 inches, and I will connect it to that ½ inch that I came in by at the waist, like so. Like I said when we were drafting the back piece, come down from the hip line by just 3 inches. Don't come down by 5 inches. For me, I came down by 5 inches, but please don't come down by 5 inches. Come down by 3. And then underneath there, going to the new line, I came in by ½ inch, and I'm going to connect it all the way down to the hem. Now go ahead and connect that new point mark there to the 3 inches that you marked. Don't mark 5. Connect it to the 3 inches like so with your ruler, just to create a perfect contour shape for your butt at the back. Now I'm going to connect that ½ inch all the way down to the hem. After connecting it, we have our perfect hip contour like this. Now your zipper will never have a bulge at the back when you follow this step, okay? The next thing I went on to do is to start cutting from the waistline there to the hip, and then I'm going to slit that hip side open just because I don't want to reduce the size of that hip zipper allowance. Now you can see I have 2 inches there. Now from that point, I will just continue following the lines that I've marked, and I will just trim the excess allowance out. Having done that, this is what you should have. The next thing we're going to do is to just trim out the sides following the shape of the front. You can see the front shape there. Just follow the same shape and just cut it out. Please guys, do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. And don't forget to smash the like button. Now after cutting it out, this is what we have. You can see the shape there. I hope you guys are understanding every bit of this tutorial. Like we did before, go ahead and transfer the dart to the back. And also, I just went on to notch the zipper allowance. That area where the front started from, that is where it's going to be our zipper allowance. I just marked it out. Now we have to start creating our hip pad. Now this is the front pattern right here. You see that sewing allowance that we have there? We are going to chop it off. We don't need it for this hip pad. Do you understand? Trim off that 1.5 inches sewing allowance. Now after trimming it off, this is what you should have. Now we are going to take out that dart allowance because on the hip pad, we don't need a dart allowance. Now remember we used 1 inch for the width of the dart. So at the side of this skirt, just come in by 1 inch and mark it out. Then you connect it to the hip line and you trim it off like you see in the tutorial. Now after doing that, this is what you should have. Now the next step is to start taking our hip pad shape. From the waistline there, just come down by 1.5 because you don't want the hip pad to be getting to your band area. So come down by 1.5. On the hip line there, I'm going to come out by about 4.5 inches. If you're making this for a plus size, you can use 5 inches. Now you don't want it to be too wide because you don't want it to get to the center of your skirt, okay? Now the next thing to do is to come down from your hip line by 5 inches. That is for the under bust line, the under butt line. You can go ahead and measure it on your client, but for me I use 5 inches and I think that is actually okay. Now from that 5 inches there, I came down by 3 inches and I marked it. That is where our hip pad is going to be stopping. We don't want it to get all the way down to the knee. That's going to be wrong. Once you're done with that, we are going to connect all of these lines together. From that 1.5 we came down by, from the waist connected to that hip line there with a curve ruler. So this is my curve ruler. I'm going to connect from that 1.5 to meet that 4.5 inches that I came in by at the hip line, and then I am going to connect this 4.5 all the way down to where I said I want my hip pad to stop, that 3 inches line there. Connect it. I first of all used dotted lines just to be sure of what I'm doing. Then I went in with my curve ruler. Now after marking that out, this is what we have. Remember that this is for the front. Just decided to use an arrow to indicate that that is the side of my hip pad. And once I'm done with that, the next thing is to trim out this hip pad that we've drafted out, following the lines that we have drawn. Don't cut it out. If your own is looking like this, then baby girl, you're on the right track. So as you can see, I decided to label it my front pattern, and then I went on to label the upper part, that is the upper part there, and then I label the down part so I don't make mistake. Now let's start drafting out the hip pad for the back. You see the reason why we drafted our back pattern, right? Because we need it for the hip pad design, okay? Now what we are going to do is to come down by our hip depth. I came up by 1 inch and went down by 8.5 inches, which is my hip line. Now at the side of this pattern, I'm going to come down by 1.5 inches and mark it out. I came up by 1 inch again and I went down by 8.5 inches, which is my hip line for this pattern. And now from that point there on my hip line at the zipper side, I went in by 1 inch. Just because we don't want this hip pad to get to the zip. I hope you understand. Now from the hip line there, we are going to come down to the under butt line by 5 inches. From that 5 inches, I came down by 3 inches, which is going to serve as the length of our hip pad. Just the same way we did for the front. Now we're going to connect that 1 inch at the zipper side to the 1.5 inches we came down by at the side. I use dotted lines again just to be accurate. Now when connecting yours, make sure that you are connecting it in a curvy way so that it's going to bring out a very nice butt shape. Alright, don't connect it in a straight way. Connect it in a curvy way. You can see I use my curve ruler to just connect it out properly. Now moving on to the under butt line, that 5 inches there, we are going to come out by 4 inches and you mark it there on that under butt line. Now having done that, we are going to connect that 1 inch at that zipper side all the way down. But firstly, you connect that 3 inches for the end of the hip pad to that 4.5 inches that we came out by, like so, and then I will connect that 4.5 to that 1 inch. Can you see that I've created the butt shape? Can you see how accurate it looks? But guys, I forgot to eliminate the 1 inch dart at the side. So please, before doing all of this, remove that 1 inch dart at the side first before drafting this out. Just the same way we did for the front. I forgot, but I later removed it. Now after that, we are going to cut out the shape of this butt pad. Now once you're done, this is how it should look. Please don't forget to eliminate that 1 inch from the side before you draft out the back pattern. Can see right here I realized because the two pieces weren't aligning, so I realized that I didn't remove the 1 inch dart and I went on to remove it. Please guys, if you've not subscribed, do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel and encourage me with your likes. Now moving on to my fiber. This is a fiber. I folded it into two and I'm going to place my patterns on it and I will just trim out the shape. Guys, the video was getting too long, so in my next video I'm going to show you how I was able to join the foam and fix everything to my fabric. So please stay tuned for the part 2.